I'm going to jump right into it because we got an action-packed episode here today. We're talking about masculine beauty. So I'm excited to talk with these beautiful guys as well. But looking back on the episode it was so fun to me. Like we recorded this episode and just getting back in the swing of things. I had the jitters. I was a little nervous. And it was Matt's first YOBcast. And I was pretty sure Matt would do fine. I wasn't like nervous for Matt. I was just nervous for the whole flow of it, doing this whole thing again. But what was really enjoyable for me as like a producer of this podcast was posting it. As soon as I posted it, like getting live feedback, a couple people, one in particular was like almost like live streaming his thoughts, like commenting on our Discord, our private membership server, and just like commenting thoughts about about the episode. And it was so fun. Like I love getting to get feedback for the episode again because we got so much good feedback. We didn't get to read it all, but we read a bunch of it on our last episode as we talked about our relationships with women. And I think for sure the one that stands out to me, I don't know if it stands out to y'all as well, but it was this guy in our community. We love him. And he shared his story about rollerblading in the garage to ZOEgirl, to which Matt very succinctly commented that this person was too gay for this community.
And we have now kicked him out.
And like, oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, let that be a lesson to everyone.
Well, what was funny was like there was that element of that story and then the immediate reaction. And then there was the reaction to the reaction because then he commented on the episode saying, quote, "Where do I submit my YOB resignation?" And just to clear the air, I wanted to bring him on now. So joining us from the Jewel of the Hills of San Diego, California, it's
No
our
way.
rollerblading, it's our rollerblading diva, Dan.
Hello.
We let him stay?
I am here to speak for the trees. The trees being the gays that you want to cut out of here, Matt.
I'm sorry. If I had known it
This
was
is
you.
a surprise. This is a surprise to Matt and Ryan. I wanted to bring Daniel on for 5 or 10 minutes and just we just went over your feedback about rollerblading. Tell us about rollerblading to ZOEgirl. What a time. Can you just give us a glimpse of that life?
Of course, yeah. Just your average, Midwestern South Dakotan boy hanging out with his siblings. We're bored. We take our CD player, those things you used to carry around, We'd go into the garage, we'd plug in the CD player, and then we'd pick from our one of 3 ZOEgirl CDs that we had on hand.
Whoa, you had a variety pack.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And then we usually just rollerblade around our garage, We had a finished, polished, like concrete cement garage, and yeah, it was a grand old time. Me and my sisters, our friends. It got a little there were like support beams, have you ever seen those in like unfinished basements or garages? I think that's where it gets a little controversial.
They weren't cushioned or anything. They were just hard metal or whatever.
We sometimes use those support beams as a dance.
As what then?
As a like a dance accessory.
A pole for dancing, yeah.
A pole for dancing, yes. So
to really amplify the masculinity of this memory. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. But no, we got to pick our songs. We got to pick my personal favorite is Stop Right There by ZOEgirl. A song about stopping temptation. Stop right there. Suddenly temptation's flying everywhere. And you think you got me, got me down. Well, think again. You're not my friend. It's plain to see. I'm not your property. It's very like, This is my no square, So we're dancing to like good Christian purity,
That's
boundaries.
formational. Yeah,
very much so.
Basically, catechisms, kind of.
Catechized by ZOEgirl.
Yes, ZOEgirl, my catechism.
To like help me form a fuller picture, this is choreographed rollerblading.
Free expression,
Okay.
Very much like how
it.
the spirit moves. Yes.
How the spirit moves. Well, it delighted me. We got so much good feedback. You are the model comment feedback, Daniel, because I want like specifics. Like you could have just said rollerblading to pop music or Christian pop music or Christian or CCM or whatever. You could have been very generic with the kind of music you were listening to. But the fact that you named the band ZOEgirl. I mean, it was just great. It was just so precious. What a great memory. And it was one of
Fearlessly.
my favorite my favorite feedback we've ever gotten. And then I was just commenting before I brought you in as a surprise that I really loved. I don't feel any pressure to do this every single time, but I loved like your live, almost like a live stream response to listening to the episode and commenting on what was happening as you're listening to it after it came out. Because then that's when you then commented about where do I submit my YOB resignation letter. But Matt, I want to go to you. Do you think he can stay? Do you think we can keep him?
Well, I didn't know.
Please.
Honestly, I had no idea it was Daniel, and I really love Daniel, so I have to retract my
Okay, good.
statement. But I have to this moment, I would like to say I have no idea what ZOEgirl is. Isn't that
Oh
wild?
my gosh.
Do you guys know? Ryan, do you know what we're talking about?
I'll be honest, I'm familiar, but I couldn't like conjure a ZOEgirl song in my head. I couldn't play it in my head.
If I can paint the picture for you, Matt,
Oh,
have you heard of
yes.
Destiny's Child?
Yes.
So imagine you're Christian and you can't listen to secular music. You
Oh,
need a substitute. Like that's what's missing in the Christian world is a Destiny's Child substitute. And that's where ZOEgirl steps in and says, "We're here for you."
Daniel, please tell me you listened to Plus One. You know Plus One?
I do
No?
not.
Oh my gosh. So Plus
That's the
One,
boy band, right?
I was
Like
gonna
the
say that was like the NSYNC, the Christian
mhm,
NSYNC or
mhm.
Backstreet Boys Plus One. Check them out.
Ryan pipes up and speaks up when you start
Oh
talking.
yeah, yeah.
Ryan knows
We
Plus
need to
One.
we need to resurrect the Christian boy band.
Seriously, what is
Yeah,
up with that?
I didn't know they
Let's
had
get a
died.
bunch. Plus One. There's at least one. Yeah. Unless you throw in Phillips, Craig, and Dean. I don't know if they're a boy band.
They're great.
You're just another. You're the elder millennial, Matt. This was beyond your generation. We're all millennials, but this was like another step. This was
We
another level.
had Adventures in Odyssey was all I got.
There you go.
So I mean, I almost turned out straight, but the time this Zoe thing came along, you didn't have a prayer between that and the basement poles or the garage poles.
The rollerbladed dancing poles. Yeah.
I just have to say, I'm so glad that you retracted your statement, Matt, because I had a whole argument prepared. Like the vision statement on your other family says sexual minorities, not just surviving, but thriving. And here you are, a representative of the board, and you're trying to cut us out. So thank you for retracting your statement. I feel as the minority of a minority, the too gay to belong, that I feel accepted. And so I so appreciate your willingness to
Not
be humble and admit fault in this scenario. So thank you.
and not just a representative of the board, but the chair, the very top of the board.
Yeah. So
Saying that people don't belong here. That here.
right, constantly trying to kick out. But some people just take it so far. And like I said, I'm a geriatric millennial, so some of this stuff is hard for
Bless
me,
your heart.
But speaking of the specifics, he didn't just say skating. He didn't just say pop music. He said ZOEgirl. He didn't just say skating. He said rollerblading.
Rollerblading.
Vivid descriptions. I hope we get more of that in the future from Daniel.